top 3 bullet points to remember after this presentation, hopefully. Number 1 is that Fermod is actually a cleanable shelving. So the inserts come out and they go right into the dishwasher. So you can clean it as opposed to wire shelving, which can't be. Number 2, it has a lifetime warranty against rust and corrosion. The construction is anodized aluminum, and then the inserts are polymer that lift out. And number 3, the modularity of it. It's a completely modular system in that if you want to do single units, you can do so. If you want to interconnect, you can do so. We have customers who will interconnect an entire room, open corner configuration, and they save a lot of money because they're not buying as many pieces and they're optimizing all of their space. So in a 10 by 10 walk-in room, if you would interconnect the shelving versus using single units, for example, that gives the customer about 30% more capacity. And then we have some customers who use all single units, but they'll put a mobile unit below the cooler coil. Or we have a lot of consultants who will interconnect just the corners, but leave everything else single. So it's totally up to you how you prefer to use the product. The position of them. So one of the challenges that you have with wire shelving is that if I would have a unit like this that was wire and I would want to change out one of the shelves, really the only way to do it, either if I want to change it out or if I want to raise it or lower it, the only way to do it is to literally break down the entire system and reassemble it however you want it. So that's incredibly time, takes a time intensive, and most people don't do that because of that. So the ease of taking the shelves in and out, I'm going to show you right now. So these are the inserts. You can see they're very firm plastic. They do have some give. You don't want it to be completely hard. Vented, which is 99% of our sales, so for optimal airflow. So I'm going to take the inserts off. Now I'm going to take off the rails. So how easy they come off. Okay, so this is the piece that holds everything together. This is our connector clip. So this is aluminum, it's machined aluminum, it's got like a little hook, and this is the only piece that you need to connect everything. They always come with the shelf, so you don't ever need to purchase them separately. You're basically purchasing uprights and shelves. We also have kits and auto quotes where it's an already pre-made unit, but these always come with the shelves. So the uprights themselves come pre-assembled. So you're not buying posts, you're actually buying full uprights. So this gets shipped as one complete piece. They are pre-drilled every 6 inches, and the holes are covered with an NSF plasticized tape. That tape is totally fine to be used in coolers and freezers. It will not peel off, it will not wash off, and you can't even scrub it off. So you would take this hook that I was showing you, and you would literally pierce the tape. So you take the hook part and position it, and I'm actually going to show you a close-up when I put on the other upright, which is sealed. So then you position it right here. If I was changing it to, let's say, a different spot, I could position it higher or lower, or I can completely take it out and give myself a bigger space. So these are the rails, and the rails are notched, and you can see the notches right here and right here. And the notches is what's going to sit right on top of those aluminum clips. Just like that. Now I'm going to put on the second rail, but I'm going to do something a little different with this one. Now I'm going to be showing you later on how to put on a whole corner unit. And this is what our corner brackets look like. You've probably seen other manufacturers use like little S-clips or little connector clips. That becomes the weak point for all of your corner connectors. That's why a lot of customers, even though they're aware of them, may not do it because they're afraid of weight loss. We're the only company that does not experience any weight loss at the corners. So our 800-pound capacity per shelf also applies in a corner configuration. So there's 2 ways to put on the corner brackets, the easier way and the harder way. The easier way is if you remember to do it before you actually put on the rail, is it slides right on. Very easy, pretty easy. So now I'm going to take this rail. There it is. Now it's on. Now I'm going to put my inserts back on, and they just drop right in. Slide into place. Now when the corner bracket is on, it loosely slides back and forth. That is on purpose. The reason for that is it allows you to then connect the next leg from any point you want. Now I'm going to be doing it from a corner, but let's say I had a longer unit and I wanted to tee off a center E configuration, then I would position it right here in the middle, and that's how I'd make my next leg. So I'm going to put this in the corner. And remember how I said that there's two ways to put it on? I showed you the easier way, but let's say you put it all together and you forgot to put on the corner brackets, and I always forget. There's a second way. You take this corner clip, and there's a lip at the bottom. That's what the profile looks like. So you can see the little lip right here. The lip actually goes at the bottom, and it snaps on, just like that. And now it slides just the same. Okay? So now we're going to take our clips, and as you can see, the corner brackets, they're pre-punched. They already have the holes in them. So I take the clips and I put them right into the holes. Now I'm going to take my next upright, which is here, and this is what I was talking about. As you can see, it's pre-assembled. You're not getting posts. You already have the posts and the cross braces, and this is all one piece. So now I'm going to take my clips and try to show you. So let's see, which position is this going to be? This is going to be the second position. So I'm going to take the clip, take the sharp point, and literally puncture the tape, and then position it just like that. Same thing there. And as you can clearly see, this is a one-man job. So you do not need two people to do this. You also do not need any tools to do this. This is done very easily. So it looks like I used the wrong position accidentally. So I'm going to actually take this out, reposition it down below. This is actually a good example of the question, well, now you have holes. How are you going to cover the holes? So with every upright that you purchase, there is always extra tape provided. So I'm going to take this tape and literally cover that up. There you go, good as new. And now I have the correct position. Okay, so now I take my rails, I position one side on that hook and the other side here. When the first rail is on, the entire unit stands up by itself. So this also applies when you're putting together a brand new first unit. As soon as the first cross rail is on, the entire unit stands up by itself. There we go. There that is. Now I position our inserts like that. And as you can see, you have a completely accessible corner with nothing blocked, no front post, so it's much more usable space.